Hey, did you have any luck opening trade with the Utaru?
Nope. They're a reclusive bunch. And even if they weren't, there's not much to be gained.
Slag!
They, like, some highly skilled craftsmen? Paradise.
So you're the one who cut our holiday short.
The latter, not so much. Some type of sickness came over our lands. They can hardly eat.
It's harsh. What were you hoping to get from them anyway?
Hops, of course. What'd you think? Wicker breastplates for the Vanguard.
Ah, finally!
3 months.
Hey, take it easy today, okay?
Almost 4. Last time I was back, he'd already started walking. And I missed it.
That's right.
She cleared out those machines. She's all right by me.
Second year in a row.
You ever wonder if this is worth it? Missing these moments over a few shards?
These few shards are gonna buy a better future back home. Shards. Why else would one leave the glory of Mainspring?
Boredom. Nothing interesting happens in the claim anymore.
Claim is known. That's why we travel as far into the unknown as our feet take us.
Better than sticking around a bunch of Eldermen with lots of spark but no metal.
Here I thought a forge wife hammered your behind out of the claim to make something of yourself.
If I had a
Don't let
spear like
Petra hear
that,
you
I
say
could have
that.
beaten them
She'll hammer
breast
your
to
head
backs,
out of your behind, friend.
I...
Is it me, or did the old ones just look fun?
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
There. Let's see what we got.
Good choice.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's... not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Huh. That door's unlocked now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, Control Center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see. According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Whoever replaced parchment for this deserves a good hammer.
Where'd Kotallo go? I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. This leads. Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that, then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
It's you.
Hey, I just, wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm fine.
And look, about earlier.
Forget it. Was there anything else?
So have you been able to make use of your expertise?
I guess so. Gaia transferred a lot of data on Hephaestus to study.
And? Any insights?
It looks like it's been modifying its code, increasing in size and complexity over the years. There's a lot to analyze still.
Okay, well... keep at it, I guess. So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling, and I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so. That's...
good.
Hey, Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down in that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tenakth rebels, and it also has to do with the Oseram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
How are things going around here?
You tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just trying to... I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Kotallo. It's a Tenakth game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tenakth. Sure you won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. I discovered an Oseram militant group. They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tenakth rebels.
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Karja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Karja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tenakth?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chain Scrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim, see what I can find out.
I'd appreciate that. I should...
Back to read.
Hey.
Of course.
How's training?
Discovering something new about it. When we first met, you asked me if this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time. But a lot has changed since now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought versus everything I know now.
The change is hard. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta. To think someone would make a person just to lock them. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta.
Another reason we have to... It's hard to believe. The same ones that left for...
To live on for so long.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding.
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. What do you make of...
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's but whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well.
Maybe. You brought up Ross. He was all I had. When Hades discovered who I was, and said he sacrificed himself so I could serve, but that seems like ages ago. What I'm doing now... The Sacred Lands were all he really knew, so I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
And sometimes, when I think about what she would have become, if it hurts. You can't ignore it forever.
I know.
Fair enough.
I should get back at...
We'll be here.
Ayla.
Hey.
I am well. Varl told me I wish there was something I could do.
I'm not...
A tree won't bear fruit in a day.
Are you guys trained?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his...
I've been told.
Please. Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken... He called the Utaru, laughed at the idea of us simple farmers. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. Next time he's going down like a load of bored...
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Is there anything... Are you okay?
You and Varl have been...
I like to think so.
I was wondering...
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but...
She's the war chief, best warrior the tribe's ever known. But she could be pretty harsh.
I see. I feel silly not being able to ask...
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off.
I'd like to see her try.
Found anything else combing?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old... Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming... Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo... At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something... Museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day, more people will be able to use this place to...
That sounds... crowded. The Zeniths did a number on Beta.
I still can't believe she told old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle. I've never heard of anything so. To deny our dying bodies to the Earth. It's...
I should get going.
Good luck.
Hot!
Mind if we have a word?
Of course not.
Must be.
Their strengths and weak to think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful.
What do you think?
It's an efficient center of operations, though it could use some more.
Duly noted. Does it still hurt?
I try not to think about it, but it's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand.
Then you have my
Have you
I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as self-brush.
You get used to it, eventually.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind I should get... I would... Well, that didn't work.
matriarchs would cry if they read this about the old ones.
There's data here. Another room. What for?
Switch to a private log? Okay, so... Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility's coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. Starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loved hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. My piece de resistance, if you will.
So that's where the rebels chose to take a stand.
I've been tackling...
Why is this door locked now?
Beta requested the use of that room as her personal space. I have locked it at her request.
Okay. Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later. Could make the canister explode with a frost arrow. Shocked it! Hit it while it's covered in acid. Well, we'll have to worry about running out.
May your blade be bright.
Oh, that's her.
Strike.
I offer you an honorable.
I thought I felt this. Joel? This'll keep. I've been spotted.
Outlander, I offer you an honorable trade.
Use for these soon enough. Could use frost ammo against it.
You can enter. Let none doubt the strength of... the Outlander's blade.
Even Hikaru traded with me, you know?
You're brave to show your face.
We forgot the lessons of the Ten.
Guess Dakota should
Seems
choose his
Regala.
words.
You could... take another look.
Next time, I will convince you to buy.
May your blades
Good day, Outlander.
when a decision is needed.
Could I have a moment of your time? I'm Ikuta. You're Aloy, right? I heard how you drove Regala from the cool route. I thought maybe you could help me, and the village. And the forest to the west, our people have always found good salvage from shellwalkers and clamberjaw piles, but now, killer machines stalk the area. Claw striders, for certain. And I've heard rumors of something worse. In years past, I would have asked Marshal Chikata to help me clear out the threat, but he was killed at Barren Light. Now I'm alone, and there aren't enough seasoned soldiers here to help. What do you say? You up for a hunt?
I just might be.
Strange. Chikata used to use those same words in the same way. A good omen, I suppose. All right, meet me at the edge of the forest, west of here. We'll hunt together. I'll be glad for the company.
Something nearby is sending that signal. That sounds like a Tallneck. A lowland settlement. Looks abandoned. But high enough to get me on that Tallneck. I can find a way to the top.
Heart's flying!
Now that's a find. Should be able to get up there. Need to get to that platform. Just gotta find a way. I might be able to glide over to those trees. Climb my way up to the platform. There we go. This might be high enough to jump on that tall neck. These legs look too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way. I'll put these in my pack. I think I can pull that. My polecaster should get me up on that pathway. it's missing some parts. There's no way to climb to the top. I'll have to find a platform that's high enough to reach its head directly. There's gotta be a way to reach higher ground somewhere. Looks like they could crush metal. Looks like I'm not alone. Data to override that machine might be in another cauldron. Walk it off. Just walk it off. Guess I'm back here again. Still not high enough. Where do you lead? All right. I should be able to find a spot to jump onto that tall neck from here. That's better. All right, almost done. Good, got the data. We can get use of this. Trees as tall as towers. The stand of the Sentinels. There's Ikota. Ready to hunt some machines.
Aloy. Here. Glad you made it. The place where my people seek salvage is close, as are the hostile machines. Follow if you will.
Lead the way.
I've hunted this forest since I was a boy. And when the clans were at war, Chikata and I helped hold it from the lowlanders. It was one of the few battles Hikaru ever lost.
Didn't you say Chikata was a marshal?
Yes. Later, he came to respect Hikaru's dream for a united tribe, and volunteered for the very first Cool Route. I was melancholy when he left the clan to serve the chief. But he came back often, and I was always glad when he did.
Osmo won't do much here.
There. The machines. I've heard of your skill, so I'll follow your lead. But be careful. There may be more about.
I'm on it.
Cut them all down!
Crest of armor on its head. Must be a Red-Eye Watcher.
More! Incoming!
Looks like the hunt's not over yet!
Use this ammo! That one's yours! Ha! That's a piece of scrap! Look out!
Ah!
Watcher.
Guess those rumors were true.
Push through! Keep fighting! Here! Ammo! I need a medic!
Mine.
Oh, I'm down! Cut that thing to work! Steady. Take the ammo! Now that was a hunt. No small fight. You fought well. Better than any marshal. Better than Shikata, even.
You too. You were more than friends.
Yes. Whenever he left on a mission, I felt an ache in my chest. I know he's gone forever.
He meant a lot to you. I'm so sorry, Ikota.
Don't be. You did a good thing for the village, and gave a lonely old soldier some solace. Here, take this. You deserve it. You're young and strong with many victories ahead. But perhaps someday, you could come back, if you're up for another hunt.
I just might be. What cauldron did you come?
Got it! Acid's all over it!
Make an interesting color for my armor. Okay then. The coordinates that Gaia gave me for Demeter are close. Here. All the bodies are Tenakth. Someone managed to take out an entire squad. One thing's for sure, I'm not alone out here. Damn! Oh.
Hold your fire! I'm not here to fight!
The barbarian's pinned down. Move in!
Okay, whoever these people are, it looks like we're not gonna be friends. I need to get past these hostels and into the ruins.
Protect the sight! Kill her! Give them cover!
I'm out.
Protect the site! Kill her! What? Fire it! Pick her up now!
Who are these people? And why are they out for blood? I better get to Demeter fast in case there's more of them. According to Gaia, it should be somewhere in these ruins.